Today, folks, so many of you have been asking me what is going on with Aduro Clean Technologies and am I selling my position? I'm going to explain all of that in this video, but I want to explain to you what makes Aduro such an advantageous small cap investment over many others and why, if you're more risk on, these kind of stocks become very intriguing to me because they're on the cusp of commercialization and they actually have incredible management and they're backed by a good cap structure. So let me just simplify this by saying, look, Aduro is on the forefront of a new technology that allows them to convert waste plastic, more dirtier waste plastics, into profitable fuels, which has led to them running test partnerships with massive oil giants. We're talking about huge food processing plants. We're talking about even taking tires and recycling some tires. I mean, this company is going to make the economy a lot more circular, and that obviously makes these huge companies, especially the fact that these machines, these chemolytic converting machines that Aduro is making them so they're incredibly scalable, they're modular, and it's just fascinating because unlike a lot of companies, they have some of these partnerships and these test partnerships in place right now, and they've already proven out that 5% is recoverable for circularity. I mean, we're really starting to see the cusp end of what could be an incredible growth rate. I mean, this company has proven out enough that I think it started to convince investors that they are going to be on the forefront of a brand new technology explosion that is going to lead into billions of dollars of value. Now, this is pre-revenue generative. They're making a little bit of money right now, but I think next year, 2025, will be the real pivotal turning point for where this starts to scale. And there's going to be risk. There's obviously economy risk, market risk, and so much that comes into play with that. So you do need to have some kind of risk appetite for these kind of stocks. And no, they're absolutely not for everybody. And I personally took a position in this, a relatively small position, but now we're sitting on probably over a $5,000 position. It's becoming quite more significant with the shares that I've been holding on to since, I think I started buying this back in sometime in 2023. Like, we've done exceptionally well. I mean, we've made some pretty decent returns, but I don't have a reason to sell it. Honestly, incrementally, this dropped in half. It didn't really impact me all that much. And if it still has this huge upside, especially with the recent news, obviously I'd rather sit and wait because when they get listed, and that's what they're trying to do on the New York Stock Exchange because their market cap is now, over 100 million and they're getting really great trading volume, they're meeting the requirements. This could lead to further upside in the stock, especially compared to some of their competitors. Their market cap's becoming a little bit more, I think, sensible for the technology that they have. So I think there's still some upside here that I'm looking forward to. And I just really want to see this story come into full fruition because we've been following it for years now. I mean, this has been an OG for us, right? And they also offered some updates on their next generation process on their NGP here. And you can read into this. There's a lot that goes on in here, but I really just want to point out the significant progress has been made in the following areas: confirming the unique ability of HCT to produce substantially saturated hydrocarbons without the requirement for costly hydro generation, maximizing yield and achieving lower losses to char and fuel gas, ability to work with common undesirable polymers in the feedstock like polyester and polyamide, confirming the effectiveness of HCT in processing difficult to recycle cross-linked polymers, operating continuously for extended periods in a stable operating condition. Additionally, the company has embarked on a process design strategy that pursues three parallel directions with different time horizons. The first, working with relatively clean waste streams and relatively pure outputs, which is what most of the competitors are doing, to be realized in a relatively simple process. The second, working with more complex but still clean feedstocks. And the third, where low-value contaminated feedstocks are converted. This provides a framework designed to generate valuable commercial solutions progressively and maximize speed to the market. We got a bit of a quote here. Our strategic initiatives for 2024 are designed to solidify our position in the industry. The strides we've made in refining and configuration of our next generation process are testaments to our team's dedication and expertise. These advancements are not just incremental improvements, they are transformative steps toward a more sustainable future. Like I said, this just has a feel-good story to it. We're talking about building out the circular economy with brand new technology and dealing with one of the most polluted industries on the planet, which is plastic, because 90% of plastics will end up in a landfill. So I'm very intrigued to see where this story continues to go. And no, I'm going to be sitting patiently on my shares. We'll see if we can get some kind of exponential rate of return because, again, these small cap stocks are like lottery tickets. You treat them as such. Don't put any more in here than you'd be willing to perhaps take to the casino. But again, keep in mind they can give you these moments where you get, these incredible periods of upside. But I'll pass that question off to you. I'd love to know what you think in the comment section below.